Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Happy Sunday. And today I am live again with an interview. And I have a very lovely guest, Larvi, with me from Washington. Today is week 3 of my live challenge. So I'm going to do a weekly live with all the new guests, and they'll share their personal stories, business lives, and everything with you. So let's get started. And today on my week 3, on my live Learn and Earn with Anushri. Today's topic is how to find time for business as a busy parent. So Larvi, she is a mom of 2 kids, and she's living in Washington, and she also works full time as a teacher. So let's hear it from her how she manages her time and get time for this business. And I think setting up the parenting goal as well together, because I think we always get this excuses that I am a parent, I have kids, I cannot do this business. So how Larvi handles all this, schedules and everything along with parenting. So let's hear it from her. Hi Larvi, welcome to this live, and thank you so much for joining. Let's start with some introduction from you.
Good morning, everybody. So again, my name is Larvi. I'm Larvi Santos from Washington, USA. And yes, I am a mom of two. I have a 19-year-old and a 6-year-old. I know, right? The age gap difference. Why is that? I will discuss this to you in a little bit. Um, Also, like, yes, I am, a teacher by profession, and I'm also working as a daycare, provider for almost, let's see, 20 years now. And then, preschool, on top of that. And yeah, busy mom. And my husband, just retired as a 911 dispatcher for 30 years. So it's been an amazing journey so far. And yes, we are always on the go. Like our life has been like go, 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 go every single day. But life is good. Life is good, life is great, and I am grateful every day. And Anu,
Wow,
thanks
yeah.
for having me here.
No, you're very welcome. I think this is the pending live we were supposed to have six months ago when I was going traveling for Japan. Remember?
Right,
Yeah, we couldn't do it at that moment, but now here we are, and yeah, I'm so excited to do
right.
this with you. Yeah.
And I
So
guess
let's
those are
yeah.
one of the things that, like, because, mom, we're always busy. And of course, we have to live our life too. And yeah, you're right. Six
It
months ago,
happens.
we were supposed to do this. And you were in Japan, amazing. And I think that time also, like, we were here, but, we just have so much in our calendar.
Yeah. Yeah, true. And yeah, and it happens, and that's the reality we want to show to people, that we are parents, we are humans, we are business owners. And I think that's the best part, that we can reschedule whenever, whatever we want. We don't have to forcefully do something that does not fit in our schedules. So I think this is the best part of this business, I would say, that do it at your time, do it at your moment, and just set up your priorities, and there you go. So yeah,
That's
let's start
right.
with the questionnaires now.
Okay.
Okay, so the hard one. What is your biggest struggle when it comes to managing, between work and kids and business? All three of those. What would be the number one struggle you are facing, or you faced and you resolved it?
Um, just like what I said, I'm a busy mom of two, and age gap difference of my children, 19 and 6. So, and I'm also working, I have a full-time job and, my digital business on the side. And how, like, what's the struggle? I'm a planner, so I love planning my day. Like actually months, because we get our schedule ahead of time. So what I normally do is I write everything in my calendar. Otherwise, I'll forget, like old age in me. So, I put everything in my calendar. It's very important to me. And of course, there's a setting in there where, and there's a reminder. So you can remind yourself when, and I give myself an alert, like, it's like, one day before, 1 week before, or 1 hour before. It depends, the nature of, the activity that we're doing that day. um it is, like how I, like, definitely time is a struggle for me, because if I can only divide myself into three, like, go to my 19-year-old, and then go to my 6-year-old, and then I'm also a wife, you know what I mean, and I'm also, a daycare provider. So it is, time is definitely a struggle. But again, for me, as a mom, as a digital business owner, as a wife, and I like, look at my calendar, which one goes first, what's, the priority. And of course, like, putting it in my calendar is a huge help for me because it reminds me and it tells me exactly. It's like, okay, sometimes like I tell my husband, "Okay, you go take our 6 year old, or our daughter will be here, so I'll be with her," or vice versa. So it's just planning for me works, perfectly. That's how I resolve, the struggle, like, with everything, like, how I do that, how I manage that. Like, time management is very, very important as moms, like once your children, starts doing all the sports and stuff, like, oh, it's like every day sometimes I tell myself, it's like, oh, it's like I need to be able to breathe, like,
Right.
sometimes I forget to breathe, and on top of that we just added another project on our list. So
I know. Yeah.
it is crazy, but again, I think what keeps me going is that, when I wake up in the morning, I go through my digital business. That's my, I do my, my prayers and all that. And then I look at my calendar and then I go through my business and then get ready with my son and all that stuff. And, go to work and get on with my day. So I plan, I'm a planner.
Nice. Nice, amazing. That's great. I am lagging behind that. I'm working on it. I'm working on my planning. I have like a list of things, and I literally legitimately forget to put it on calendar, and then it's like, okay, it's messed up, right? So I am working on it. But thanks for that tip. I should work more on it. Yeah. All
Girl, you're
right.
still
Next
young.
one.
So
I still forget though, so it does not comply with the age. So yeah, I still forget. So yeah, so let's okay. So I know your 24 hours are fully packed, but what if you get an extra hour someday? And then what would be the one thing that you would choose to spend on? Like you would spend on your business, family, self-care, or your work, or what would be that extra hour you get as a bonus? How would you spend it?
girl, I'm telling you, 24 hours a day is not enough,
Yes.
during for me. So if I, would have extra hour, I would use it on me. Seriously, because we tend to forget ourselves. We
Yeah.
always prioritize our family, our children and everything else, around us, but we forget ourselves. Yesterday, we were working in the condo, so like seriously 24/7 we never stop. So we had and then we have a party scheduled
Party.
that night yesterday. So my friend goes like, "Girl, where are you?" And I go, "I'm at the condo right now." Like, we
Coming.
we have a project condo that, we're renovating right now. And then she says like, "You should have been getting ready." And I go, "Girl, we can't waste time." And I go, but it is what it is. I mean, you just have to get on the day and just believe that, you can accomplish everything that you set your mind to.
Yeah,
So, I
absolutely.
want to be consistent. For me also is, the key is being consistent.
Yeah,
So, and then while I was at the condo working, I called my mother-in-law because, we always check on them and you
yeah.
can't forget them, you know what I mean?
No,
So
never. No.
multitasking, triple
Yeah.
tasking, as much as you can. So while I was ripping all the pokies, like, because we just rip out the carpet, I was
Hmm.
talking to my mother-in-law and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I go, "Oh, we're working in the condo right now." And I go, "Oh my gosh, didn't you just do this?" And I go, "I did." But, so if there's one extra hour in a day, I'll probably like, sit
Yeah.
down and relax and just be quiet and drink my hot cocoa.
Perfect.
So yeah,
Perfect.
self-care.
Yeah. I mean,
Self-care is important.
yes. I think we have to keep reminding ourselves that if you don't care for yourself, you cannot care for anyone else. It's like when you check it when you go in the plane, when there is airdrop and you have to wear your own mask before helping your kids or helping an elderly person. So it was exactly same way that you have to help yourself, take care of yourself, and then you will be able to take care of others. So yeah,
Correct.
absolutely, self-care. And it is not selfish, like people consider self-care is very selfish, but no, at
No.
least 30 minutes a day you need it for yourself. Take a good shower, or get your skincare routines, or go to the gym, or anything you like go for a walk, listen to the music, anything you like, but half an hour or to 1 hour, absolutely, for yourself. Yeah, great answer.
I agree.
So yeah, so I think the next question you already answered. How do you, manage your schedule? So you said you're a big planner. So I would not go again with that because you already
Okay.
answered those. So amazing. Like I have to work on this. So yeah, planning is number one. Yes. Uh, Now next question is like I said, self care is people consider self care as selfish. So do you have anything, any one thing that you feel guilty about between juggling work and family? There is something that you absolutely are not able to do it, but you want to do it.
Um, I know it's horrible. Again, like when I'm resting.
Yeah.
Isn't that so bad? It's like, I want to have extra time for myself, but then, like my family needs me. So like, I feel guilty when, I feel idle, like when I'm not moving, when I'm not doing anything. It's, but at some point, it has to work, right?
Yeah.
So again, like our schedule is like always on the go, like, I wake up at 7 o'clock well, earlier than that, like 5 o'clock in the morning, to get my stuff in. And then, 7 o'clock, I start my work, and then on top of that, I have to get my son ready for school, got to feed the family, check in with their daughter. It's crazy. And then at the end of the day, I feel like, oh, it's like, after work, 5 o'clock, it's like, oh, maybe I can sit down. No, because then
No.
we have to go to my son's sports. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, that's, I know I should not feel guilty because you're right. In order for you to love someone, you got to love yourself first. And I mean, at some point, I could still squeeze it in there, like, maybe like, well, my son, like, it's at school. I kind of take
Hmm.
advantage of that, like, the quiet time and then just savoring it, to read my passage, read my book, and, check in with my digital business. And so yeah, so sometimes when my son is home now, it's like, oh, I feel guilty that I'm not cuddling with him because he likes to cuddle, he likes to hug. So yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, like all us parents, you're right. We should not feel guilty at all, when we are taking a break, when we are just like in our corner enjoying our, coffee or enjoying our book. So like yeah,
Yeah.
I have to make an effort to not feel guilty.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Especially as a mom, we tend to lean towards our family more and not towards our work or ourselves because we are engineered that way that family comes first, right?
Absolutely.
It's just by birth we are engineered that way. We saw our moms doing that, moms doing that, and we are just engineered that way that you have to take care of family first. Even if you're sick, your family comes first. So yeah, that's there. This is so funny. I feel guilty when I go to sleep. I don't know why I feel that sleeping is like, honestly, I know I am going to get hate for this so much, but I feel guilty when I'm going to sleep. Like sleeping
Go
is
eat,
such a
sleep.
waste of time. I don't know why. When I go to, I'm like, I would have done so much work in that 8 hours I'm sleeping, but the other thing, I'm like, I have to rest. So, yeah. So that's me. Yeah, I
Right.
know
Well,
why.
girl,
I
when
don't
you
know
have to
why.
do it, you have to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know why,
But you're
but
right.
yeah,
We need to work hard on not being,
mm,
feeling guilty when
right,
we take care of ourselves. Because I
right,
know
true.
a lot of us parents is like, we don't have the luxury to do that. But we
Yeah,
have to
true.
make time for ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So next question is, what is the time of the day when you feel the most productive as in this business? Like what
Hmm.
is one time of the day when you are actually, just focusing on the business and you feel the best productive time of the day?
I'm a morning person, so I love waking up early. Like I love it when it's quiet, because
Yeah.
that's the best time I feel like I'm most productive, because I can focus,
Hmm.
I can think, I can write what needs to be done, or what can I do to help others to achieve the life that they always wanted. So whenever the day is quiet, but mostly for me is in the morning, before everybody wakes up. So,
Wow.
and that's
Nice.
when all the ideas are fresh. everything is just, I don't know why, but sometimes even I feel like, I'm sleeping, but no, my brain, I'm not sure if you experience that, but like my brain's always going and I'm like, I just want to shut it down sometimes. But no, when that's happening, it's like, oh, you know what? Either you get upset about it or take advantage of it, turn it into something positive. It's like,
Yeah,
you know
for
what,
sure.
I'm just gonna acknowledge it, and then I'm just gonna write it, and then I'm just gonna turn it into something beautiful. So yeah, so I feel, most productive when my environment is
It's
quiet,
quiet.
you
Yeah,
know.
true.
Hmm.
Mine is exactly opposite. As I said, I can't sleep, right? Like the hardest part for me is to sleep. So if I but if I'm sleeping, I cannot wake up in the morning, so that's an issue again. But when I wake up in the morning, my daughter, she will wake up with me no matter what. I wake up
Right.
at 5, she'll wake up at 5. I wake up at 6, she'll wake up at 6. So I do not have that luxury of peace mornings anymore.
Yeah.
So
Oh
that's
man.
not in my list. That is I don't even now, do that. So that's I gave up on that. So
I feel
I,
you.
I
My
love
daughter
having
before was the same
yeah
way.
I love having my morning coffee in peace, but no, it's not happening, right? So I gave up on that, and now I'm like, okay, so I have to take that peace after she goes to sleep. But again, I have to put her to sleep with me sleeping with
You
her,
go to
so
sleep too.
she has to cuddle with me. So so I have to put her to sleep, and then I have to force myself to wake up again because I have to do something. So that's my peace time because that's the only peace time I get in my
Mm.
entire day. So
Oh,
yeah, it's like whenever you can, right? It's not just you have
right,
to be a
right.
morning person. So I didn't know this until I was feeling really bad that I'm not a morning person because whatever you see in the whole internet, whatever you see around, it's like you wake up at 5, you have to wake up at 4. That's the only way you are refreshed. And then I came into this business and I was looking at so many people who are evening person. And most like when I was laughing. I don't know if you have Jamie, right? Jamie was one of
I
in our
love
meetings,
him.
and
Oh my
and
gosh.
he is not a morning person. I'm like, oh thank God, there is someone who is not a
You're not
morning
alone.
person, and he's successful. So I'm like, you do not have to be a morning person to be
Uber.
successful. So
Mhm.
right, so yeah, that's so this community has gave me so much different versions of being successful. So that's amazing. Yeah, I love that. Okay, last one, and I think we should end. This is going to be never ending. So yeah, one more
Never.
question. Yeah,
We can go on and on and on.
we can just go on. So what is one small win that you have achieved recently in balancing family and work? I know you're doing amazing with your son's sports. Oh my God, he is so adorable. He is so adorable.
Thank you.
And yeah, so what is one thing that you think, yes, I did it together, so I did it with actual balance? What was one thing that you did with a real balanced life? Yeah.
So that's why I'm very grateful with this business because, again, you get to choose your own hours, right? So again, as I'm a planner, I
Right.
plan my morning. So I go to my check all my messages in the morning for my digital business, and then I tend to my 7 to 5 job, and then I go tend to my son, and then husband, and feed the family, and then work, and then at the end of the day, I take my son to his sports, and you know what? In doing all that, recently, actually last week, I have a longtime friend, like, never reach out to her. I just do my own, I just do what I needed to do, like, to get my business out there. I don't reach out to people directly, like, I do it like to my closest friends, because why not share this business, this opportunity? It's an amazing opportunity because not only is very flexible, it's very lucrative, it's global, and again, you get to be your own boss, you get to work, get to choose your own hours. So who does not like that? And you don't have to sell. Like, come on, like that's one of the things that's like I can't
I don't
do.
like it.
No
Nope.
quota, no deranking, you know what I mean? So, and this, in spite of doing all that, I have a friend that reached out to me and it's like, oh, come on, tell me about this business. And then we just
Wow.
chatted, right? Like just all of a sudden,
Just out of
we just
nowhere,
started,
yes.
not out of nowhere. Remember, like, we were talking that the day before, and
Right.
then
I
I
think
go,
same
all of a
day. Yeah.
sudden, yeah, she reached out, and then the next day, she's like, I'm all in. And then
Wow.
the
Wow.
next day,
Yeah.
she's a business partner. So, and
Amazing. Congratulations on that.
right,
Yeah.
thank you. I consider that definitely a huge win to be able to do my regular schedule, my
Yeah.
son, my job, my full-time job, my son, husband, family, and my business, new business
It's
partner.
yeah.
So,
That's amazing.
a small win is big win. For
Yeah.
me, it's like everything is, a win-win, situation. So yeah,
Everything.
I'm
Oh
very
yeah.
grateful being in this, business because it's been an amazing journey. Like,
Yes.
just to be
I
able
agree.
to have something on the side
Pride.
without, like, monitoring it 24/7. So it's definitely been an amazing journey.
Amazing,
So
amazing.
yeah,
So huge congratulations on that,
thank
because
you.
I know the day before you were so, drowning, and you were like, I don't know what to do, and then suddenly it happened.
Right?
So this is like
Right. I
amazing. Yeah,
mean,
this is amazing.
God, comes, in the perfect time. Like everything, I do
Yeah.
believe that it happens, everything for a reason. And, when it's your time, it's your time.
And it's
You
I
have to
think
believe.
it's the more of belief and consistency. So the thing
Consistency.
is, the people don't realize that setting up a business, whether it's like any business, whether it's you do pick a traditional business or you pick an online business, anything, you have to give time. It just does not happen. So whatever you're doing right now, do it as is. Just pick out a little bit time from your day and do this business. It works. For like, you are the biggest example that you are doing so much and still you are successful in this business. So there is no excuse like, I don't have time, I have kids, I have full-time job. I don't think so that's an excuse, because when I started, I did not had my daughter at that time, but I had a full-time job and a part-time job. So my whole intention was to quit a part-time, but guess what? I was able to quit a full-time job. So I'm like, okay, why not? I kept the part time because, hey, I like people there, so I don't want to, quit that. I just like the people where I work. So I'm like, okay, why not? I have time, so just go there, right?
Right.
So it's not that I'm forced to go there. It's my wish to go there. So that's a huge thing, especially in Canada, because right now, oh, you are screwed here. There is no way you can, choose not to work a full-time job. So I'm so blessed, like, that I took an action 5 years ago when it was a great place to work, but now, I have a choice not to work a full-time job. So that's, I think, a win-win
That's
situation
definitely a
here.
big win.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
I
yeah.
totally agree with you. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like,
I
you have
mean,
to, no excuses. No matter what you want to do, go for it. Just
go
have to
for it.
take action. Like, no, you're right. No excuses because you can figure out things no matter like how busy you are. If you really
Yeah,
want it, you have to go get it.
exactly. It's just not the person who is signing you up, or it's not the person you are, with in the business. It's you. It's
It's
always you
about you. It's
versus
all about
you,
you.
right? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it was a great talk, and I think we should end our interview right here. Do you want to say any last words to our audience before we leave?
Of course. Again, I want to say thank you for having me here. And I just want to leave you, all of you, your audience with this quote. Remember that life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. So I hope
Yeah,
you all enjoy your day and good luck, Anu.
amazing.
And see
Thank you
you
so
like
much.
in June, I believe, at the convention. I can't wait to see you
Yes.
again.
Yes, and I'm going to leave our both websites in the comments, so everyone can sign up through any of our websites. It's gonna be a exactly same business. It's gonna be an exactly same community. So feel to sign up whichever website you want to sign up to. And yeah, let's get started. And we are very excited to have more team members to our teams. And that's everything for me. Thank you so much for joining, Larry, and I'll
Thank you.
see you
Thank you.
again. We will have another interview in future for sure, and I'll see you again. So thank you, take care, and everyone stay healthy, stay happy, and keep motivated, keep chasing your dreams. Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.